the semifinal stage of this college football playoff. It's time to find out who has the depth and the drive to take one huge step closer to the ultimate goal, hoisting that national championship trophy. This test is a matchup we cannot wait to see unfold. Welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. This is the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see the number 4 seed in this playoff, the LSU Tigers, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. We are almost there. Time to find out who'll be headed to the national championship game. Team out there, we are about to get cranked up with a semifinal collision. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start with the 25. Try to run it with the option. And they finally stop him. The quarterback keeper picks up great yardage and a first down.
Boy, after all the buildup and all the hype of the playoff game, you'd love to see the offensive line take control here on this first play. Just establish an identity. Let this defense know who they're facing.
A solid run, good for first down yardage. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Receiver makes the catch. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route. You prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. He'll hand it off. It's a 2-yard gain, 2nd and 8 here.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Important 2nd down play coming up. That's a design quarterback keeper. A sophomore with a strong tackle there. Big moment on the opening drive. They face 3rd down. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Catch made on the right side. They make the stop just short of the first. Looks like inches to go, and now 4th down.
Quarterback had a lot of time to evaluate this defense, and most of his reads downfield appeared to be taken away, so he checks it down to his running back. And how about the way this defense just runs to the football to keep him short of that first down? Great job by the D.
They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone.
I really like this aggressive approach here by the offensive coordinator and head coach deciding to go for this. Why not take a chance here on this opening drive? You've gotten across midfield. Worst case is you put your defense back out on the field, but instead you pick up the first down, new set of downs, and they're thinking about a touchdown here on this drive.
And here's that wrinkle, the Wildcat formation, extra blocker in the game. Let's see what they call. Touchdown, LSU, as they claim the lead here in this playoff game. We come out in the playoff game for no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and they actually...
Oh, and it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. So off the blocked PAT, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Receiver now before the snap. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. And really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Here's the option play. Offense will keep it on the ground here. First down, they'll keep the drive going to the 37. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Moves out of the pocket. Oh, and it's dropped right off his hands. A chance for a big play, but little early nerves on the part of that receiver.
You know, they don't hit this downfield, but it gives you an idea of how much pressure this quarterback can put on this defense. They've got to cover all these receivers, worry about the running game, try to pressure the quarterback, and then deal with him when he breaks out and scrambles like that. He's a threat to run or throw.
Picks up a short gain, but his swarm of the defense flying to the football.
Chris, the advantage you have, obviously, from a quarterback standpoint, running the RPO, is you get time to evaluate that first and second level of the defense and see where they're going. Unfortunately, the defense didn't show him much, and the back ends up taking it for just a few.
Grab behind the line. It's Singleton. And he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look. They'll make an adjustment before this important play. Fourth down and 2 in their own territory. Coach shows no hesitation. The offense is on the field. It's an option look. He'll toss it to the back. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a fourth down stop.
Hey, I like the aggressive approach here, trying to pick up this first down. Just not able to execute, and now you've given the opposing offense really good field position. Your defense better step up.
They'll come up in wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. And it's a direct snap. Stop right there at the line. No gain.
Well, that's what we call assignment football by the defense. They took away the back inside, and there's a perfect play to be able to stop an athletic quarterback on the option.
Quickly behind the sticks here for the loss. Second down and 11. Quarterback's got it on the option. Pitch play to the back. A quick cheat. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
What a job to bounce back by this offense. They get all the yardage back that they lost on this run and more. Now they're back on track with a very manageable 3rd and short.
And it's a wildcat look here as they try to convert on 3rd down. Direct snap. He breaks free. Defense makes the tackle, but that wildcat look does produce a first down.
Hey, I love how the back didn't really dance around trying to make a big play. He knew it was 3rd down in inches, lower the shoulder, get the first down.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Catch made on the out route. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Chris, one of the things I love about this running back, it's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
Offense getting set. It's second down. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Clean to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They finish off the scoring drive.
Now, this defense is so caught up in all the wide receivers, they forgot about the running back. He's not just back there running the ball. This guy's involved in the passing game. Nice throw and catch and a touchdown.
There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And he's got it. So the two-point try is successful, and they build the lead even further. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. They'll take a timeout while they check it out. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. First play of the drive now from the 25. The back's got it. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. It's LSU on top as we take a break for the quarter. We reach the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. And as we flip the field and begin quarter number 2, we'll see if they can continue to build this lead. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Ball handed off. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Receiver makes the grab.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this fourth down and short.
The offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on fourth down in their own territory. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Needs a completion here on fourth down. Caught quickly. Looks like Alabama will have the first down.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. Looking downfield. It's Russell. Makes a quick grab.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
Here's the second down play. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Looking for the wide out. Caught over the middle. It's Singleton. That's a solid gain. Moves the football inside the 40. First and 10.
You know, Chris, if we would have told Bear Bryant that Alabama would have a wide receiver that won a Heisman in recent years, I don't think he would have believed us. But that's where we are. They've been some great ones in the past. We're seeing some great-looking receivers on this unit right now.
And looking to throw now on first down. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bama. A much-needed counterpunch delivered.
Great job here by the play caller, going to that 5 wide receiver set. You put all these guys out in space and create one-on-one matchups. It's very tough on this defense to try to win all the matchups and give the quarterback credit for being able to find where he wanted to go to be able to come up with that touchdown.
Was he on the end line? Apparently not. He's bringing it out. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? The ball is caught. Zero running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
Boy, the defense does such a good job at taking any threat downfield away. All you can do is throw it to his back, and loss of yards, now you're behind the sticks.
They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. On the option. The back's got to run a pitch. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Chris, it feels good to see an LSU team be able to run the football when you know they're going to run. I mean, they've been doing that forever. Going all the way back to like Jacob Hester and Kevin Falk. His ability to run the ball and catch out of the backfield. Leonard Fournette. And, of course, Clyde Edwards-Helaire on that great 2019 team. And now, LSU stable of backs again on this roster, too.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And this run goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Empty backfield. Offense spreading the field to 5 wide. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. The tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. His drive is going now. This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot. It's the 2-minute timeout. Nice to have a close game here if you approach the half. Second and inches, they've got 3 receivers bunched out to the left. They look to throw it here on second down. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. And they wrap him up, and the gain is good enough for a first down.
This defense has got to do a better job in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, and this offense could have 50 on you by the end of this game.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. He's looking to throw. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Finding some room at the 25. They make the tackle, but all the way down to the 17.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. It's an out route, the catch made. Defense surrounds him, just a short gain on that completion. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Formation. Let's see what the call is. And it's a direct snap. Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU.
As a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. So here we go, the first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. An inside give now from the shotgun. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. They'll have to hurry now, second down with the clock ticking. Dropping back, it's Russell. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. Out of the gun now on third down. A deep shot to the left side. Caught at the 30, still running. Tackled all the way down at the 25-yard line. Suddenly, they're in great position to get points. Quarterback will throw it off the run pass option. That's a nice play. It'll set him up first down now at the 12. Alabama comes under the line quickly. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. How aggressive will they be on this first down play? They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. He's got it right near the end zone. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a first and goal. Defense takes their third and final timeout of the half to talk strategy. First and goal, a good chance to chip away at the lead before halftime. And the quarterback's going to sneak it. He'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
Chris, you just don't see that happen very often. A loss of yards on a quarterback sneak. I don't know if that was the center in the quarterback exchange. I don't know if he was not anticipating the snap. But to go backwards, that's on the offensive line and the quarterback.
They'll try to run this one in. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now third down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
Tremendous protection. There was bound to be somebody open. Touchdown, tie. That's a crucial score for the offense. Chipping away, Kirk, just trying to stay in this game here.
It's too early to see if this touchdown is going to change the momentum and allow them to cut down into the lead even further. But if you're this head coach, and you tell your team, let's just keep chipping away.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. It's a squib kick picked up by one of the blockers on the return team. Gets it to the 25-yard line, and that's when they'll start the drive. Just time enough for one more play in the half. Warner's back up now, playing a couple yards off the ball. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. Launches it deep down the left side. And it's intercepted as he threw it into heavy traffic that time. Breaking free at midfield. Look out, he's in the clear. He's into the end zone, but hold on. There's a flag down. This might be coming back. So the pick six is wiped away by the defensive pass interference. What a huge call there and a big momentum shift. First down, looking to throw the ball. He'll take a deep shot. And the catch is made at the 25. They finally make the stop there after a huge gain, but that wraps up the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. take it away now to get this third quarter underway. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start at the 25. We have reached the semifinal stage of this college football playoff. It's time to find out who has the depth and the drive to take one huge step closer to the ultimate goal, hoisting that national championship trophy. This test is a matchup we cannot wait to see unfold. Welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. This is the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl, part of the college football playoff. We'll see the number 4 seed in this playoff, LSU Tigers, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirkland Street. We are almost there. Time to find out who'll be headed to the national championship game. team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Back. It's Russell. On the run here. Lets it go. Finds his man. It's Edwards. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. It's the tight end flex out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
Important moment early in this playoff game. Opening drive, they face third down. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. And the wideout goes in motion. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Looking for his big tight end. Catch is made down the middle. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a third down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field, but instead this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
Back to throw again. Taking a shot deep down the right side. Oh, the pass is picked off. He could go. They finally tackle him, but an excellent return after the pick.
Chris, you have all week to kind of find the matchups that you want. They clearly wanted to go after this defensive back. They looked at it, first drive of the game. They make the throw. It's just a poor decision, in my opinion, by this quarterback, and it cost him.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. On the move now. The pass ball is incomplete on the scramble. That's good coverage.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, it's going to cost you.
Keeping it on the ground here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
On third and very long, looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. They pick up enough for the first down. Football goes to the 45.
Oh, man, this is a tough play for this defense. They have the offense right where they want them on third down. They get the pressure, but they don't account for the quarterback and his ability to scramble and create. Picks up the first down to keep this drive alive.
On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. The receiver grabs it.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
We're going to go with the Wildcat formation and an extra blocker. Let's see what they have in mind here. Direct snap. Breaks free. Defense ready for the Wildcat. Just a short gain.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Second down, we're going to throw it. And he finds the running back in the flat. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Once thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
So now it's 3rd and short from the +25. We're in field goal range. But let's see what the call is. They're thinking about touchdown, of course. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. On the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Looking to scramble. Swarmed by the pass rush. A sack.
The offensive line lets the quarterback down there on 3rd down. Doesn't give him enough time to be able to make the right read. And the result is a sack and now a big 4th down.
4th down and 2 coming up to try to keep the drive going. BB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Down. He's throwing for it. Complete with the running back, but can he get there? Looks like LSU has the 1st down.
Well, it's always a gamble to go for it on 4th down when you're already in field goal range, but it looks like they won't rehash this decision when it's all said and done. That's a 1st down.
They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. Going to be smothered right at the line for no gain.
And the defense is all over the option on this play. That play didn't have a chance from the beginning.
This is becoming a long ride. Here's play number 9. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Here's a screen pass to the running back. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield.
Chris, the timing of this screen pass just seemed to be off. The defense almost waiting for the ball to be thrown. He had nowhere to go by the time he caught it.
So a tough 3rd and long on the 10th play of the drive. They'll run the option. Pitches to the back. And he steps out of bounds, but a solid gain there on the ground.
When a defense gets him to 3rd down, I don't know if they're surprised by the option call, but a big play for this offense to get the yards they need.
On the read. Pitch to the back. Also out of bounds, close to the end zone. So a serious defensive battle as we wrap up the 1st quarter. These teams pursuing a national championship. Let's take a look at the game summary so far. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up with a 2nd and goal. And it's a direct snap. Touchdown, LSU, as they claim the lead in this playoff game. They'll try to add to the lead now in the PAT.
Chris, I know the back's going to get a lot of attention for this touchdown, but I was focused on the offensive line. You had 5 guys working as one. Great communication, able to get up to that 2nd level and open things up nicely to allow the back into the end zone.
And they'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. This drive is important. The last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. He'll pitch it. They've got him behind the line. The option doesn't work at all.
That's how you defend the option. Take the quarterback away and then use your speed to bring the pitch back down.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Looks to the left for a quick throw. The pass knocked down by the defense. Incomplete.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. Trying for a fourth down completion. Defense is coming after him. On the run, he'll let it go. And it's incomplete on fourth down. The offense will now take over in bus territory.
Why in the world would the offensive coordinator and head coach decide to go for it inside their own red zone? That's a peculiar choice for this offense.
Looking to throw it on first down. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. 0. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. That last possession, they got stopped on fourth down in their own end. Let's see if they can get it going this time. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Pulls it in. It's Singleton. Heads out of bounds after a solid game.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon. This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Throws it too far over everyone's head and incomplete.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Tries a good throw.
Man, where's the scouting report for this defense? You knew coming into this game this tight end was capable. That's his 5th catch in this first half.
And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. The receiver makes the catch. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal yardage to the 9.
Boy, a risky decision here to go for it inside the red zone on 4th down, and you come up with a 1st down. I love that aggressive approach. Let's see if they can come up with a touchdown here to finish off this drive.
Looking to pass. It's Russell. Launching one to the end zone. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line.
Just a misfire here by the quarterback. These are tight windows, man. They open and close so quickly, you got to almost anticipate where you're going to put the ball.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Moves out of the pocket. Touchdown, Alabama, as they get on the board here in this playoff game. The offense stretching the lead, building momentum, Kirk, and if this defense isn't careful, this one could get ugly.
Right now, this is just flawless execution in every phase for this offense. Doing a great job of mixing in their calls. Right now, widening that lead and killing the will of their opponent.
Now they safely make the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work.
All I can think of is maybe they saw something in the first quarter that made them think that an onside kick would work here. But they came up a bit short. Now we'll see if their defense can hold them and limit the damage.
So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. Just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
He keeps it on a design run. First down and more. He's still running. Touchdown, LSU. Way too much speed on that play.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
Extra point splits the uprights. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Pre-snap motion from the offense. They'll hand it off. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
And the junior quarterback shows his toughness, keeps this drive moving. So it's a first down here. The clock is stopped temporarily, but they'll get to the line quickly. Dropping back, it's Russell. Throws it to the right. Catch made in space. Look out. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37. Alabama comes up with the line quickly. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Grab down the middle. It's Edwards. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. 2nd down. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? He escapes the pocket. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Could take it all the way. And they finally bring him down. Great defensive play, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see if the takeaway stands. The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play. Quarterback operating an empty set. QB keeper all the way. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line and this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And there's the handoff. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Well, that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. And it comes out to the 25. No return. is it, the ultimate game in this college football season. Two teams that have battled through a long regular season, thrived in this 12-team playoff bracket, overcoming adversity along the way. And now, two teams battle for that gold championship trophy in the building here tonight. Which side will have their dreams come true? Welcome to Tampa Bay and Raymond James Stadium, the site of this year's national championship game. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Auburn Tigers, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit, and this is it, this football season's ultimate game. Time to find out who's going to emerge as national champion. Kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. Fielded near the end line. He's going to come out with it. Solid coverage there. They get it at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Run it. Hand it off to the running back. Solid run. Moves the ball out across the 20 to 21. Second down after that run on the previous play.
That's a really good run by this offense. And Chris, here they go. Up-tempo offense looking for a first down.
On the ground, it's Henderson. Nowhere to run up the middle.
It's another good job here by this defense, and I think all the build-up and hype of the national championship, they really felt challenged. And right now, they're winning the line of scrimmage. They've gotten this offense to a third down situation. Let's see if they can get off the field here to start the game.
Nothing fancy there. Just comes out of the slot and runs a slant route.
Yeah, it's so difficult for the defense to be able to slow this play down because it happens so quickly. Even when you know and might anticipate that this throw might be coming, it's tough to disrupt the timing when it's executed well like this right here.
To throw, it's Marshall. Makes a quick catch. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
This Auburn offense is moving quickly down the field. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Short connection to the tight end here. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and when you go play action, it affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
And a player is down, injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. And they tackle him, but a solid gain down to around the 5-yard line. Back-to-back big plays. Defense is reeling. Set up 1st and goal now. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And it's picked off in the end zone. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
This just goes to show you everybody makes mistakes. This quarterback is looked and viewed as one of the top quarterbacks in the entire country. But even he makes a poor decision, puts the ball into coverage, and he throws an interception here early in the game.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. To the air, it's Russell. Gets made on the out route. To get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Using his legs, it's Davidson. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
That play was perfectly defended. You know, sometimes as an offense and an offensive coordinator, you hit a wall. And it's time to mix some things up on what you show the defense.
Getting set. Here's second down. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Just a 4-yard gain, so it sets up 3rd and 6.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. The pass rush closing in. Hits the ball off as he is hit, but it's incomplete.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. Here's a wrinkle now. They go to the Wildcat formation with an extra blocker. Let's see how this works out. Direct snap. The Wildcat look doesn't get much that time. Just a few in the play.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. He's got it in the open. They finally stop him. It's a huge gain down to the 23. One explosive play has this offense set up just outside the red zone now for the first down. Off the play fake on first down. Looking downfield near the end zone. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
They're going to run it here. Stiff arm. And they stop him at the 4 after an excellent run.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Auburn. They strike first in this national title bout. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT.
Boy, Chris, how about the blocking on this touchdown run? The effort and execution combined with the vision of the running back, everything just working in concert together.
He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Coverage team flying downfield. Not much gained on that return. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Using his legs here. Gets some space around the 30. Enough for a first down at the 37. Alabama comes up to the line quickly.
Huge chunk play here by the quarterback, keeping the ball himself, rips off some nice yards. And my question is, Chris, where's the defense? Where's the pursuit? This guy has the ability to hurt you and hurt you in a big way with his legs. The defense may be underestimating the speed that he has.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels.
A nice throw and a great catch by another Alabama wide receiver. That's really where we are anymore with Alabama. You just come to expect great receivers like this. You think back in recent years to Amari Cooper and Jerry Devontae Smith. The list goes on and on. Boy, they've got some great looking.
Looking for a man deep down the left side. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got
breaks a tackle in the clear now. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Testing the right side here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. And it's Auburn in front as we take a break for the quarter. So both teams settling in this battle for the national championship through one quarter. Let's check out the game summary. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Caught over the middle. It's Edwards. They finally bring him down, but the offense set up now. First down from the 15. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Looks left and finds his target there. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They begin to fight back here in this championship game. Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Breaks an open space. They get him down to the junior with an excellent run there.
Chris, just think of the list of all the running backs. I mean, you see this guy pick up a first down, and you start to see a little bit of Bo Jackson in it. Maybe a combo. Remember those days of Cadillac Williams and Ronnie Brown when they were in that backfield? Trey Mason. Boy, so many great backs that Auburn has enjoyed, and this guy's looking good.
And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Now it's second down here. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Taking a deep shot here to the right. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's third down.
Well, anytime you defend this kind of offense, you need defensive backs who are really comfortable in defending the ball being thrown downfield. It's not just the short to intermediate throws. It's the deep shots that they're willing to take. I love how he showed patience here before he knocked the ball away.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Looking to pass. It's Marshall. Tries the right with a quick throw. And it's incomplete again. Fourth down coming up.
Now they're putting themselves in these third and long situations, and it's simply not a recipe for success. They can't keep this up as this game wears on.
Return brought down. Sets up the next drive. Back onto the field. for a touchdown. They'll run it here. Breaks into the clear. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Chris, I don't know. There's just something about that Bama uniform. When they run the football, it just feels right. It's a combination of having those big offensive linemen, a really physical approach at the line of scrimmage, and backs that are able to pick up first downs like that right there. Beautiful play.
Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Looks right for a quick completion. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. And he'll drop back here on third down. Grabbed by the receiver. They'll play enough for a first down. The offense set up at the 43. This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. Back to pass. It's Russell. It's an out route. The catch made. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
That's another positive gain here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. The short completion of the tight end. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody. It allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Fighting him off. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
On first down, they'll keep the running game churning. Nowhere to run. No corralling for no gain.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Back to throw. It's Russell. And the receiver snags it. It's complete. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can he keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Quarterback keeps the football. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. The offense will go for it here on 4th down and 3. Movement at the second level of the defense now. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Timeout, Alabama.
Offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback drives back. On the move now. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Bama. Who says you need explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, winding scoring drive.
And think about this. This is a national championship, and you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense, and that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
Was he on the end line? Apparently not. He's bringing it out. Heads of the bounds at the 35 after a nice return. So here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? On first down, it's play action. Quick throw to the left side. Makes the catch near the sideline and keeps the foot in bounds. That's enough for a first down.
Well, that's exactly what you need to do as a receiver in these kind of situations near the end of the half. Get some positive yards, but also stopping the clock is just as important.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. To throw, it's Marshall. Deep shot toward the end zone. And the pass falls incomplete in the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. All right, let's get the second half going now. The kickoff team is out there. He'll bring it out from his end zone. The returner is brought down. Let's start with the next drive. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. And the game moves the ball to the 20-yard line.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to pass here on second down. The pocket breaking down. Looks like he's going to run it. And he'll get out of bounds after a short gain on that run.
Good awareness here by this defense, keeping their eyes on the quarterback, knowing that he's a potential threat. That time before he can get out, they keep him to a short gain.
Looking to pick up the first down through the air. The ball is caught. Breaks into the clear. Past the 20. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown. Tie.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. back out on the field. And here's the handoff. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Christine on the spread. Over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Looking to throw. It's Marshall. Going for a big play downfield. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Powering through the defender. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but that could be a game-changing pick and return.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
Quick throw caught on the left side. Touchdown, Alabama. This offense cannot be stopped. This is just quarterback wizardry. An amazing game with a national championship on the line tonight.
This might be as good of a quarterback performance as I've seen in a national championship in some time. The defense has got to try to do something to get him out of sync by trading the blitz or sit back and change up coverage, because what they've called up to this point just isn't working.
He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. The Auburn offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. The defense all over. They stop him right at the line. They lose yards on first down, so second and long from the 16. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Well, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
They trap him and sack him back at the 10. So here they come on 4th and long, trying to overcome that crucial sack on third down. This won't be easy. The DB's backing off from the line now. Lets it fly to the wideout. It's a 4th down stop. The offense will take over in plus territory.
Chris, I totally understand why they would go for this here at this point in the game. You're down by 3 scores. We're in the second half. They felt the pressure with the possession.
Intercepted, picked off by the defense. They finally tackle him, but what a tremendous play. The pick and then that return.
Boy, just when it looked like they had complete control of the national championship, they turned the ball over. The only real mistake they could have made to give their opponent a chance to get back into the game, and they've done it.
And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. Last time out there, they got stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost them anything. Let's see what the mindset is here. Using the ground game here, tailback has the handoff. He's brought down out at the 46. Offense getting set up. Here's second down.
Well, this defense is going to have to mix up some looks because this back has had a...
Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And they tack on the extra point. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. Breaking free at the 35. And here he goes. The 30. Inside the 20. All the way to the end zone. Number 1. Touchdown. Crimson Tide.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
They convert the BATs, so the lead is now 21. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
14.
Fielded near the end line. He's going to come out with a tackle at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. Play action here on first down. Looking to scramble. Caught in the backfield. It's Henderson. Ball carrier taken down, but there's a flag on the field. Offense will have to overcome the holding penalty now. To throw, it's Marshall. Pressure is coming. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Bringing pressure. It's a safety.
Man, that is a big-time play for this defense. Not only do they get a couple points, they get the football back as well. That should give these guys a spark and some momentum.
Now he comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Last possession, a perfectly blocked running play. They scored in one play. Can they keep it going? They'll toss it to the right side. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
It's not been their day as a defense, but you can see they have not given up. What a big hit into the backfield that time.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. The pickup is 4. Sets up a 3rd and 6 now. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking deep to the right side. Touchdown, Bama. They were not going to catch him that time.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
14.
Was he on the end line? Apparently not. He's bringing it out. And he's brought down at the 16. He would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. To the air. It's Marshall. It's a quick grab. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2. No huddle here for the offense.
This defense has got to be aware of these quick throws to these wide receivers. They're lucky he didn't come up with more yards.
And the senior toughness on display as he keeps the drive moving himself. See what the call is on 1st and 10.
Defense does a great job of taking everything away downfield. This quarterback wanted to take a shot, but nothing is there. The only problem is they didn't account for him taking off and running, so he picks up the 1st down.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Caught by the receiver. Looks like Auburn will have the 1st down. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. So Alabama will take the lead into the quarter break here. And in this battle for the national championship, it has been a beatdown so far. Not what you hoped for. Let's review how we got here. Let's see if a comeback is in store here as we start the 4th quarter. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. They open the 4th by going to the air. Running out of time in the pocket. He's got a man down the middle. Brought down quickly, but it's a big game through the air. Spot the ball at the 45.
Another big game by this wide receiver. This guy has had a great year all season long. You knew coming into the national championship he'd have a shot to make a lot of big plays. But give credit to the offensive coordinator, moving him around, allowing him to find space to do work.
Looking downfield, it's Marshall. Oh, and he could not hold on. Would have been a huge game.
Now, the passing game just hasn't been consistent today. It's plain and simple. They might not quite be out of it yet, but they have to start connecting soon or this one will be over.
Here we go. 7th play of this drive in the championship game. 3rd down and short. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. He's going to take off. In the clear at the 25. Tackle is finally made down at the 11-yard line. Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Moves out of the pocket. Heavy pressure, he lets it go. And he'll just throw it away to avoid the sack.
And even outside of the pocket, this quarterback's having trouble finding guys downfield. They are in desperation mode right now and still can't seem to get it together.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Escaping the pocket, now moving to his right. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn, and he will score.
Love this never-say-die attitude from this quarterback. He's still slinging it out there. This game's out of reach, but this guy's still putting the ball in the air, and this one's a touchdown.
Now they empty the backfield on this 2-point conversion. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. What have they got cooked up for this 2-point conversion attempt? Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Oh, it's incomplete. It was right in his hands, and he dropped it.
That keeps the score Alabama 44, Auburn 20.
I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick.
That's a kickoff.
On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments? Come up with a stop here. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
Chris, this one's on the quarterback, in my opinion. He's got to have a better feel and a presence in the pocket to be able to either check it down or get rid of the ball. You just can't take the sack.
Someone moved just a bit too early, and it cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Second down play coming up. On the run, it's Davidson. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Looking deep down the right side. Caught near the goal line.
Chris, I'm kind of surprised they're still taking shots downfield. They got a big lead. We're in the 4th quarter. Run the ball. Get out of Dodge. Keep everybody healthy.
Alabama's offense now lining up on 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. All right, it's 2nd down and goal now for this offense. On the ground, punching in for the score. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Coach is going to take the 3 points. Here comes the field goal unit. So it'll be a chip shot from the right hash mark. Knocks that one right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. So after adding to this big lead, they'll set to kick it away.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. That strong coverage, though. They tackle him at the 11-yard line.
And the Auburn offense take over 1st and 10.
And the Auburn offense back out on the field. But it comes down to this. They need to create some 4th quarter magic here, or this national championship will slip away.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Here's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. That now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. He escapes the pocket. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Well, Chris, that's a great example of why we see these college football coaches bringing in baseball coaches to teach these quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy? Make sure he doesn't get hurt. And that's exactly what he did on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and then pick up the 1st down.
They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. First down. We're going to throw the football. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it. And a flag flies as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see who this is on. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Off the play fake. Looking to pass it. He's running out of time here. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Look out. He's in the clear.
Oh, man, Chris, I really thought this offense had a chance to get back into this game. The only thing you hate to see is the interception. But give credit to the defense. They come up with a big play that potentially ices the game.
1st and goal. They'll try to run it in. going absolutely nowhere. It'll be a loss of a play. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
And the quarterback just kneels down. So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration.